So I watched the game and I kind of stayed off social media because I was like, for my own mental health, I don't need that in my life. And I was like, actually, let me go and check to see what players have said, what coaches have said. And my timeline was just fire Flores, fire Greer, bring in this guy, trade everyone away. Um, X's buns, Jerome Baker's buns, Jalen Waddle's a bust. Um, and you know, we just got beat quite badly. But am I the only one that's here just going? It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, and it's weird because we've been shut out by the Bills, but I felt like we played better today than we did against Buffalo, and even I think we even played better today than we did against the Colts. Don't get me wrong, the defense has issues, but I came out that game just going, it could have been worse. Maybe I'm just so resigned to defeat right now that you know I'm trying to find a small positive where I can. What did you think?
I appreciate all of our followers. Share, like, subscribe. We are on YouTube now. We have video now. It's not just an audio podcast. Wherever you download your podcast, shoot a mention, shoot a review, shoot a comment. We will, as busy as we are, we're gonna respond to our comments, and we appreciate y'all. The reason I brought that up was because we only been around for so long, Kadeem. Last season, before the season started, is when we started. That's when we started this podcast. Well, I guess it was week 1 of last season. And everybody knows I wanted to start this thing 2 years ago, and then I didn't. And then I like, maybe we should have started a year ago, like before the season started. And Kadeem finally kicked the tires and said, bro, we're going now. And we went now. We went then. The reason I say that, Kadeem, is because we haven't had this podcast long enough to discuss a Buns team. Our team was straight last year. Our team was outperformed, over exceeded expectations, and we were on the way to the playoffs. If we beat Drew Lock, we go to the playoffs. You feel me? So we didn't have to have a podcast where we're like, yo, this is it. This is bad. But we are here nonetheless. Y'all happy now? I'm just saying, are y'all happy now? Like, Eichenberg played left tackle. Everybody was calling for Eichenberg to play left tackle. How'd that work out? Strip sack. People ran around him at left tackle like he was getting ran around at right tackle. Nonetheless, Jesse Davis is at right tackle. How'd that work out? People was running around him too. And you know those swing doors at the bar, like the old school bars, like, that's what it looked like at left tackle and right tackle, bro. That's what it was looking like, bro. So y'all happy now? That's all I'm gonna say. Hold on. I got some more. Y'all happy now? We gave Xavier Howard all that money that everybody was talking about. We need to pay X. Pay him. He's the best DB in the league. Pay him. Y'all happy? We paid X. He came back to earth like Charlie Touche said he would. He has regressed. X has regressed. Last week, he was trailing receivers and chasing all game. He was just trail mode, chase mode, trail mode, chase mode. And it didn't look egregious, though he was getting beat last game. This game, Tom Brady said, man, I've been playing in this division with this dude forever. He's fool's gold. We're going after him. Tom Brady went after him. Like, y'all happy now? Hold on. I got some more, Kadeem. Y'all happy now? Matter of fact, hey, you know how the stuff, Devante Parker versus Preston Williams. That's like $9 million difference. Devante Parker, Preston Williams. Devante Parker didn't even play. He was ruled out with an injury, hamstring injury. I'm just saying. There was a window of opportunity this season where everyone thought, yo, we can make a push, we can make a push, we can make a push. At the same time, if we move on from X, we could get some other pieces, other assets that we could utilize this season. O-line don't look that nice, does it? I'm just saying we could have used X to get the O-line right. Devante Parker. Somebody on this podcast said we could just use Preston Williams to fill the Devante Parker role. If you look at Preston Williams, he makes the same. Dang, that was a nice catch. If you look at Preston Williams, he does the same. Dang, that was a bad drop. So, Preston Williams, Devante Parker. Preston Williams, Devante Parker. Preston Williams run off the field today, got hurt. Preston Williams, Devante Parker. Preston Williams, that's all I'm saying. Y'all happy now? So if you move on from Parker, move on from X, we can have some assets to put on the line. We can have some other assets to help the team out. We overpaying people, bro. And we're not getting the results. We're 1-4 now. We should name this episode X marks the spot. You want to send me links whenever X get a pick and a fumble? Oh, X marked the spot today, bro. He was the mark. X was the mark. We need to offer him. I'm eating all the dead cap. Go get us an O-lineman. Straight up. I'll eat all the dead cap. Since we just paid him, like everybody, y'all happy now? This everybody wanted to pay him, we paid him. X marks the spot.
I'm not one of those people that I'm a negative person, and so much of me was saying, Kadeem, don't record tonight because I'm tired. So Charlie, everyone knows Charlie is in the UK now. I met Charlie, we linked up earlier, had a quick conversation. Charlie, since when I left you, I've lost my keys to my flat and my Oyster card. So my Oyster card is my train pass, basically, which allowed me to get in and around London. I lost both of those. Actually, are my keys on that table right now?
Hey, this is some good podcast stuff. Hold on, let me look for Kadeem's keys real quick.
Because if my keys aren't there, then I've lost my keys. I was hoping my keys.
Hold on. Hey, this is some good podcast stuff. You know what?
If it's not there, it's not there.
Let's see if we can come out with a W for Kadeem's keys. Nah, you got another L. You got to eat that one too.
So yeah, I'm tired. I'm in a bad mood. And when I'm in a bad mood, I'm not one to talk to because I feel like I just want to argue with everyone and anything. And listen, I can't argue that X was bad today. Like Tom Brady, like what I found funny about it was the guy who you wanted to get rid of getting beat up by the guy you wanted to bring in. Like Brown just cooked him. Like it wasn't a contest. It was thing. But I'm not the kind of person that's going to turn around and say, okay, no, X needs to go now because he's had a bad start to the season. Because everyone's had a bad start to the season. So that means you have to get rid of everyone. Apart from Jalen Phillips, who got his first sack today. Like Javon Holland was like 2 steps behind everything today. Like he was just there. He'll tackle someone, but they'll fall into the end zone. Or he just gets to someone and they run past him into the end zone. So, like, again, social media is now in this place where it's like everyone's got to go. X, like you said, X has regressed. But unless X played at a level which we haven't really seen from many DBs over the past God knows how long, there's always going to be some regression. I'm not one to sit here and say X needs to go because I think Byron Jones is playing just as bad as well.
Stop it, bro. We're not doing that. No. This is bad though. He got beat. He got beat late. He got beat late. He's not playing just as bad as X, bro.
I'll let you finish, dude. I'll let you finish because I was just about to say the thing with X is that even when we signed him to contract, we all said X is going to get beat. If you test him enough, he'll pick it off. But X is going to get beat. We all know X gets beat easily. He'll give up 100 yards a game and then get 1 interception. It's like, yeah, X is like. And last year, there were more I don't know, there's more 50-yard games and an interception. So, it was the what game? It was Cardinals where Hopkins just cooked him.
Whole first. Now the stat line might not say he was cooked, but he gave up like 75 yards of penalties because Hop was killing him.
Yeah,
something like that. Like that.
So, it's I'm an X fan. I'm not going to sit here and say he played amazing today because he didn't. Like he gave both Browns touchdowns were on X. There's no getting away from that. My whole thing is just that if everyone was playing to a somewhat, I would say a 3 out of 10, and X is on a 1 out of 10, then no. I feel like everyone playing 3 out of 10 and X is on a 1. So unless everyone goes, I'm of the belief that 5 games ago or the back end of last season, this team was a playoff bound team and just fell apart against the Bills. We won 1 game this year, and whether you want to say two or through the game away, and X recovered or X made a play to win. After week 1, no one was saying it with X. Obviously, since then we haven't won, and the defense has fallen apart. I'm just not that person to say, okay, let's blow it up. And again, to your credit, you never would have paid X in the first place. You would have got rid of X, got rid of Parker. So you're staying true to what you said back end of last season. Week 1, week 2, week 3, you stayed on the course. I think this is more to the people who, again, back end of last season and week 1, we're talking about Greer and Flores were the best thing that leads to a Super Bowl. And then week 5, they all have to go. Dean Ross has to go. Like, guys, are we really are we really doing this? And like I said, I've been tired of the past few episodes, and I think I'm just in the mood now where I'm not going to swear, but I'm in that I will argue with you all day, and I will start pulling out receipts. People's like, again, Jerome Baker had a bad day today. He did. Like, he got cooked as well. And people want to start bringing up his contract again. Honestly, get out of it. Because I think the Jerome Baker contract thing is a funny incident. And again, it's Miami fans, it's football fans in general. It's I'm angry, and then I thought about it, so I'm okay with it. And then one bad game, and I'm angry again. Like, if you're that kind of fan that after every bad game it blow up, get off my timeline and get out of this fan base. Like, yeah, I've got my stress ball in my hand, and I'm just squeezing it because I can feel the stress just rising right now.
We didn't have to record podcasts when we had bad teams yet, Kadeem, and this is it. So Chris Greer don't got to go nowhere. He just need to start picking better, drafting better. He don't have to go nowhere. Brian Flores is not going nowhere. He's not on the hot seat. Someone did walk in the kitchen and go to the settings and put the preheat the oven on. They did do that. It's not heated up yet. It's not warming up yet. It's not even close to being even warm, the hot seat. No, not even close. I did want to bring in Antonio Brown. Everybody knows that. I did want to ship Parker out. Everybody knows that. I did want to move on from X. This is not news. But we here. Okay, I might have wanted to draft certain people, but I was happy with the people we drafted. Don't get me, we got Waddle. Waddle's not, I love Waddle for our future. You know what I'm saying? I'll get to that too. Jalen Phillips, he's here now. Jalen Phillips looks solid. Whether y'all see it or not, yeah, he had a whiff. I don't know if y'all seen the tackle, and he tackled there.
Just ducked underneath him.
Tackled there. You know what I'm saying? So, but he's here. Jalen Phillips is here. He's a rookie, and no more what LB was saying. Oh, we need Jalen Phillips to show up, bro. It was his first game when LB said that. Relax. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be clear. I'm not an I told you so person. Never was. I know, Kadeem, you are. You're petty like that. Cool. It's cool. I'm not an I told you so person, but I like receipts. I like checking receipts. And the thing about this platform is, shout out to LB. I love you, bro. The man said, Slick, you need to start a podcast. And there's a reason behind that. It wasn't because we're just Dolphin fans and we like to talk about football. It's not it. It was because there was some substance to my thoughts, substance to some of the things that I was saying, and LB felt like these need to be documented. You know what I'm saying? So we started documenting things since we have a podcast. One of us on this podcast has a list called Two Shades 24. We'll just say one of us have that list. When we did a mock draft this year, one of us mocked Penei Sewell to the Miami Dolphins. In the same mock, he mocked Rondale Moore to the Miami Dolphins in the second round. I'm just saying. I also said Rondale Moore would be better than Jalen Waddle. I'm not going to go that far anymore. Yo, I could be wrong, but I wanted Penei Sewell and Rondale Moore. You go Penei Sewell, you could grab Creed Humphrey later, and you have Rondale Moore. You telling me Rondale Moore doesn't look as good as Jalen Waddle right now? You telling me Rondale Moore in Arizona, for those who don't know, Rondale Moore is in Arizona, he can't do everything that Jalen Waddle's doing right now? And then you have Penei Sewell and you have Creed Humphrey and everyone talking about the O-line, all of a sudden it's not fixed. Things aren't rectified. I'm just saying, this is not I told you so, but we have receipts now. So matter of fact, we tweeted it at Go Time Dolphins. We tweeted mock draft 1.0 this year before the 2021 NFL draft. And then we had a mock draft 1.5, and I think we had a 2.0. Mock draft 1.5, we will retweet as a receipt. And we can just go back and check out what that mock is doing. We'll pull up Two Shades 24 some other time. No need to go in depth. We're talking about the Tampa Bay review. It's tough, bro. Streak ends at 26. It's almost like when we got shut out and Brian Flores said, yo, I'm not kicking the field goal. We're going to get shut out and we're going to have to eat this. I was happy the streak ended. Like, nah, there's no more playing with, oh, at least we got the longest streak. No, we trash. We suey. Like the water boy. We suck again. You know what I'm saying? Another movie Kadeem probably ain't see, but we'll get there, you know. We'll get there. We all right. We suck again.
I've seen the water boy. At least give me that one. but then you know what? So then, okay, no. So we had conversations this morning. You know, Preston Williams, Devante Parker wakes up, his hamstring is tight. I'm not playing today. So we elevate Isaiah Ford.
Kadeem, let me cut you off. My bad. I'm gonna set you up. I'm gonna shoot you the lob. I'm gonna Chris Paul you real quick. Before Kadeem finished what he was about to say, I'm in London. Backstory, I met Kadeem in London 4 years ago, just like he said a couple minutes ago, and we haven't seen each other since in person. Kadeem comes to see me in person today. I'm actually still asleep. I'm asleep, and Kadeem comes over. He's like, man, you still asleep? It's like 2 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? So I got a plan. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I have a master plan. If I just stay on Miami time, when I go back home and go to work, I'll still be good to go, right? So I got a master plan. Kadeem comes to see me. We dap up, hug each other. Man, what's up, man? Da, da, da. You know what I'm saying? That's not how I envision it. I'm going to come back to London. LB's going to record us. We're going to put it on social media. Reunited. And it, you know what I'm saying? I thought that's how I was going to go. But it didn't go like that. So Kadeem comes in. I'm actually asleep still. Oh, what's up, Kadeem? Thanks, bro. All the good stuff. And Kadeem says, you know, we find out Parker's out. Jakeem Grant was traded. Parker's out. Fuller's out. Kadeem eloquently states, we're still down to Isaiah Ford again. Just like last year. Kadeem also said, who's going to have more targets today? Mac Hollins or Jalen Waddle? And on everything, it was a legit question, and I legit thought about it. Like, dang, who's going to have more targets? Jalen? Do we know? Do we have an answer to that? I can look it up. I'll look it up. I'll give you the floor, and I'll look it up though.
No, so cool. I'm literally on the stats now. I can take a quick look.
Cool. There's an argument to be made that Mac Hollins was going to play in the Devante Parker role. You're going to see some Preston Williams. Isaiah Ford was elevated. I ain't gonna lie, in the nicest way possible, I'm done with Isaiah Ford. Kirk Merritt needs more touches. Kirk Merritt needs to be seen. Forget all the, we love Kirk Merritt and all these guys on the podcast, they like Kirk Merritt. That's pretty cool. No. Listen, this is for real now. Kirk Merritt needs to be on the field. He's on the practice squad somewhere doing something and running scout team routes. Like, no, dog. Kirk Merritt needs to be seen. We are 1-4. Not 4-1. We are 1-4. Mac Hollins is legitimately running routes for the Miami Dolphins. He's gotten better, but still. Isaiah Ford is getting targets for the Miami Dolphins. Will Fuller, Devante Parker are hurt. Liam Eichenberg is your left tackle right now. I ain't gonna lie, Liam Eichenberg is not it. And it's looking bad. Like it looks like a whiff pick, but it's too soon. I'm way too soon. I'm not gonna call anybody else out on saying things is too soon. So like, I know it's way too early on Eichenberg. Left tackle, right tackle, same result. I'm just saying. Don't know why y'all wanted Jesse Davis back at right tackle, but you get what you pay for it.
Charlie's frozen. The wonderful life of hotel Wi-Fi, and I hope it's Charlie. It's not me. Oh, you're back. You froze.
Oh, you froze too, bro. No worries. So you got the floor. Who had more targets, Jalen Waddle or Mac Hollins? And please hit us in the head with what you were going to say before I cut you off.
So I've only seen. I'm looking at the quick stats right now, and I'm looking at the reception. So I don't know targets. I just know receptions. Yeah. The leading receiver for the Dolphins today was Myles Gaskin with 10 receptions. Yeah. The next person was Mike Gesicki on 4 receptions. After that was Preston Williams on 3 receptions. And then Waddle, Smythe, Ahmed, and Shaheen had 2 receptions. Hollins and Ford had 1 reception each. Jacoby Brissett threw for 275 yards, but 74 of those yards went to Myles Gaskin. Now, do you know what? We said at the end of preseason, we quite like that Myles Gaskin will route out of the backfield. It worked today. Don't know why it's taken 5 weeks for them to do something which we saw in preseason worked. But listen, it is what it is. I actually thought the offense wasn't as bad as it has been. And at one point, the game was kind of close, and then it just completely fell apart. I can't remember the point I was making now. What did I say before?
You were talking about when you came over here to see me. We were talking about the receivers and Mac Hollins and Jalen Waddle target and Isaiah Ford. By the way, Mac Hollins had 2 targets, 1 reception. Jalen Waddle has 6 targets, 2 receptions. Go ahead.
Yeah, one of the targets was an interception, which again people would like. Oh, see, we should have taken Chase at 3. It's like guys, I'm not doing this. Yes, Chase looks nice right now, but what happened? And what happens next year, and the year after that, and
Waddle's the better prospect. Waddle's the better prospect. He's the better prospect.
But yeah, what I said to you earlier was that we signed all these nice pieces in the off season, and yet here we are, week 5, and the receivers are Matt Collins, Isaiah Ford, Jalen Waddle, and whoever else. And let's be honest, it would have been Jakeem Grant had he not been traded. So it's I don't know what the answer is outside of in the off season Parker leaves and Will Fuller leaves. But then it's a matter of you need to go and get wide receivers. But you need to build an offensive line. And actually, do you know what? I'll give him his credit, or not. I'm going to give him his credit. But my Dolphins Twitter timeline loved Austin Jackson at left guard. They were like, he might have found his place in the NFL. Listen, I haven't seen the game back to see how well we done today. And I know you watched the game at Hippodrome. Did you did you hear any commentary, or was it just, you know?
I didn't hear any commentary. I almost said commentary, like you said it. Like it's weird. Shout out to London, man. I love this place. I really love
so
this
so
place.
so very quickly, the strip sack on Brissett, Tony Romo didn't blame Liam Eichenberg. He kind of didn't blame anyone. So he says so again. So Romo says that it might be Shaq Barrett or whoever comes off the edge at Liam Eichenberg.
Mm-hmm.
Brissett doesn't step up into the pocket, so Brissett
Fair.
steps
That's
back
fair.
and
Yeah.
then doesn't step up. But the thing is, he
Mm-hmm.
couldn't step up because he had Austin Jackson in his face. Because Willie Goldston basically pushed Austin Jackson back, so he was just like,
that whole side was banged up. Like for that play, it caved in pretty good.
yeah. But he was just like, that's not bad offensive line play. It's just that, you know, Liam Eichenberg kind of done his job, and had Brissett stepped up, he would have been okay. But he had nothing to step up to. So again, dude,
Can't do it.
that
I can't do it.
that's not me. That's Romo. That's literally what.
Oh, and Romo's more qualified than the both of us.
Yeah.
But people on TV be wrong all the time.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, you're not. Listen, y'all know I love. You know we got 5-yard lead, right?
Yeah.
We might have to name somebody. You know what? We might have to name somebody 5-yard G. Myles Gaskin averages 5 yards a carry. Like 5 yards a carry. Before last game, he averaged 5 yards a carry. This game, he averaged 5 yards a carry. 25 yards, 5 touches, right? Carrying the ball. Then he had all kind of receptions. Why did we? He's not blocking well. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he's not blocking well. So are you punishing the entire team because Myles Gaskin isn't blocking well? Because we were in that game against the Colts. All right. So if you were punishing the whole team because Myles Gaskin wasn't blocking well, and we took an L because you didn't want to give Myles Gaskin touches, that's a problem. You feel me? That is a big issue. The man is averaging, he can't touch the ball without getting over 5 yards touching the ball, bro. That's an issue. Like, give the man touches. Give the man the ball. If you don't like the way he blocks, we'll figure it out, but we need to keep getting wins. We'll run to him. When he comes in, or when Malcolm Brown comes in, everybody will know it's the block, but it's okay because we need Myles Gaskin to get touches, bro. Straight up. Eichenberg, that was on Eichenberg. I'm not going with Romo. You know what I'm saying? And Austin didn't really do his job on that play. You know what I'm saying? But Austin, listen, I think we overreacted on Austin. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think y'all overreacted on Austin. Austin did not play well early on. I don't think it warranted a position change because he's still the best left tackle on the team. He still is to this day. He's still the best left tackle on this team. All right. Jesse Davis.
Not very quickly, like, it's one thing. I've never really pressed you on the Austin Jackson thing. I think Jackson being bad enough to be benched, but it's a matter of
who's the better left tackle though on the team.
But that's the thing. It's like I don't know how to put it, but it's like if Jesse Davis is playing bad at right tackle, you bench Jesse Davis. I think Solomon Kinley's being the odd man out. I don't think Kinley. I think Kinley being a scapegoat. I don't know why he's the one that's being benched.
I was gonna say that.
Yeah. To me, that makes no sense.
So but if the belief is Austin Jackson has been playing terrible at left tackle, let's take out Solomon Kinley. How does that work? No, so that don't sound right. So you move Austin Jackson to left guard. Solomon Kinley was not playing terrible. You move Austin Jackson to left guard. Solomon Kinley gets rewarded with a bench, and Liam Eichenberg, who was getting beat at right tackle, plays left tackle. We see it for the first time in live action. Liam Eichenberg still gets beat at left tackle. Austin Jackson plays better, but it still doesn't fix the right side of the line.
Of course,
it doesn't. So even if, okay, cool, I feel you. You said he was playing terrible. He should get benched. It still doesn't answer who's the best left tackle on the team. It doesn't. So why are we benching the best left tackle? Like, I don't understand that.
My only thing is that at the moment, Miami have a situation where all of their tackles they stink, all of them, to varying levels to varying levels of degree. I don't think there's any tackle which you can say, do you know what, they are of, or they're playing they're playing to start equality. I think all of them are just going. No, no. What's funny? I saw someone say after today, you get rid of Jesse Davis and play Robert Hunt at right tackle, and I was like, are we really doing this? Like again, this is, and again, to me, this is this culture where, and I don't think I said it to you in person, but people have said that this coaching staff has moved around too many pieces on the offensive line, playing players out of position, and none that works. And I actually disagree with that. I think for the most part, they played people in their positions on the offensive line. I think the only people that have been moved around a lot this season has been Jesse Davis, who is a versatile offensive lineman, and Liam Eichenberg. But since we drafted them, Hunt in college played guard and tackle. We played him at guard and tackle. Kinley played guard. We played him guard, and Austin Jackson played left tackle. We played him left tackle his entire NFL career, apart from today. So what is it? Do we move people around too much, or are you guys just never happy with whatever the Dolphins do, and you just want to do it yourself? And if that's the case, go play Madden. All the people that are saying fire Flores, fire Greer, and do X, Y, Z, go play Madden. That no, to me, that instead of arguing people on Twitter, that's my response. Go play Madden. End of.
We're not listening to the mob crowd.
Of course not. No.
We're not listening to the.
All right, it's frozen again, but I think I might frozen again. So if this is on YouTube, I guess we'll find out who froze. But in terms of
Hold on. My bad. We lost connection a little technical difficulties. I was saying Greer does not deserve to be fired, but he got to get the picks right. You don't get to have 4 first-round picks in 2 years, 5 second-round picks in 2 years, something like crazy like that.
I think we've had 9 in the first 2 rounds of the past few years.
Oh, that was accurate. So I was pretty accurate. 9 picks in the first 2 rounds. You don't get the whiff. You don't. And in Charlie Touche's head, the 3rd round is supposed to be a starter as well.
Yeah.
You get excused if the 3rd round pick is not a starter. All 9 of the first 2 rounds need to be starting on your football team. Where's Hunter Long at? He was a 3rd round pick. He's not starting. Okay, they don't have to start, but what's going on here, right?
But very quickly,
go ahead.
I reckon he's injured.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. He got carted off.
But the thing is, like, he got that injury, carted off, came back,
and he was dressed for his game.
Yeah, but he's been inactive ever since. But they just haven't said anything. Which, that's a question for Brian Flores this week. Is Hunter Long injured, or are you giving him the Myles Gaskin treatment?
You gonna ask the question like that?
Okay, I want to say the Myles Gaskin.
I would like to be in the good graces of Brian Flores. Like,
hold on.
I mean,
okay.
You gonna ask the question like that?
So the question would be: is Hunter Long injured, or are you just sitting on the sideline and he learns the NFL? Because again, friend of the podcast, Myles Gaskin came on this podcast and said him sitting out basically the first year
was the best thing that happened to him.
Yeah, and okay, and to go back to something I said earlier about benching.
You froze. I don't know if everybody could see Kadeem freezing. Yeah. And I don't know if it's me that froze either, but you have froze, Kadeem.
I think my cut is one short. I think it's my internet connection. I always get bad internet connection at this time, so I'll keep it brief. Cool. I'm not saying, cut or bench Austin Jackson because I have no faith in him, but I just think sometimes, and like Gaskin said, it's all a bit too much right now. Take a step back. But the only issue is, it's not like we're replacing him with someone who's going to come in and play amazing. So do you keep him in and just let him learn on the job? Or do you say, you know what, 2 games, take a step back, we'll sort it out, we'll learn, we'll go from there. I don't know what the answer is. I'm not paid to know what the answer is. I'm just here to talk and sit on the fence.
And look, we are going to cut it short. Connection is tripping. We're about to get into go time, bonus time real quick, but we got plenty more coming up. Charlie Touche is in London, reunited with Kadeem Simmons. The Dolphins are coming to London this week. We took another L. We 1-4, but y'all stay positive, test negative. Y'all know what time it is. Thank you for tuning in this time. Make sure you catch us next time. Kadeem Simmons, Charlie Touche. Already. Bro, listen, I'm going to just go back to ain't nobody coming at Trevor Lawrence head. Ain't nobody coming for Trevor Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Andrew Luck retired early. 7 years-ish. I'm out. Mark Cuban, I'm out. And for that, I'm out. David Carr, too many hits too early. Ended up being a bust, David Carr. David Carr was actually pretty decent, but no one will ever know it. Who else we got that got banged up early? RG3 went out because of injuries. I don't know if it was because of the line, though. You know what I'm saying? But RG3 goes out early. Tua taking hits, and I still get we should have went Herbert. Listen, put Tua on the Chargers, put Herbert on the Dolphins. Y'all think Herbert going to eke out some of these wins? Y'all really think we had Herbert right now? He would pull out some of these W's? Like, I need to know. I really do. If that's what you think, let me know. Hit me up in the comments. I promise I'll come. Hey, I promise we can do it. I promise. I promise we can.
Do you remember I said to you earlier that Jacoby Brissett probably would have signed for the Dolphins because he would have seen the situation in Miami last year and thought, I could probably sit on the bench, watch Tua make mistakes, and then come in and take over and win the starting job. You're 0-4 as a Dolphins, or you're 0-3 as a Dolphins starter, technically 0-4, and he got carted off today and managed to come back off before the cart even made the locker room. We were so close to seeing Reed Sinnett today. Now, bearing in mind, Brissett got injured scrambling for his life because the O-line can't protect him, yeah? But you telling me that you put someone behind this offensive line and they're not scrambling for their life and getting injured as well? Like, I don't care if it's Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen. I don't care who it is. You need to protect your quarterback, or they're getting hit from 1 second blitzes because the right tackle isn't paying attention. You know, he's still in freeze frame mode, like us two at the moment on this connection, or he's scrambling because the whole ladder collapsed and he put in his hamstring like I did a couple of weeks ago. Like, so yeah, I think I don't know how they fix this offensive line unless, like you said earlier, you take the L on Xavier Howard's contract and you go and trade for someone this week.
We listened to the mob. The mob was like X. And then Greer was like, I know that was dead air. Y'all gotta see the video. And then X and Greer gave him the thumbs up, and the mob got what they wanted. And now look where we at. A regress X. We can't get the compensation that we wanted from this offseason, and he's gonna regress. We need to off him as soon as possible. Funny thing is, the last time I said someone we need to off as soon as possible, it was Devante Parker's career high season, and we kept him, and he never showed up ever again. So listen, I hope y'all happy now. We got to see Eichenberg at right tackle or left tackle. We got to see what everybody else wanted to see, apparently, was Jesse Davis back at right tackle after Tua got banged up with the ribs. Hamstring injury is not on the O-line. I told LB today we were going to see Reed Sinnett. I like, bro, I 100%. If there's a prop bet in Vegas, take it. Reed Sinnett is coming in. We didn't see Reed Sinnett. But I hope everyone's happy now. Like, so we're going to keep Parker. We're going to keep Parker versus Preston. I'm just going to say that. We're going to keep X around.
Very, very quickly. Bill Belichick has always been attacked in the media or just attacked in general for getting rid of players in their prime and then they go on and do absolutely nothing. And I'd be very interested to see if Bill Belichick was in charge of this team, whether Xavier Howard and Devante Parker would have stayed around last year, or he would have said, you know what, you guys offer me first-round picks or second-round picks for those guys, off you go. And I will be fair, they wouldn't have drafted first round players because they never draft good first round players because Matt Jones is buns as well. But they would have done something, I guess.
Crazy thing is, I don't trust the Dolphins no more with picks. So I hope we're trading extra players because I don't trust Miami with picks. And that's a bad place to be. But Go Time Dolphins will retweet mock draft 1.5. And I think there's another one where I drafted 2 linemen, like in the first round. Tevin Jenkins has a back injury. Shout out to Griff for not picking Tevin Jenkins because he has a back injury. But yeah, man, like something has to shake. O-line, it begins in the trenches. We got to get JPF Scout back on the show, digging in the trenches. He you know what? I'm gonna hit him up tomorrow. Gonna hit up Chris Adams again. We're gonna get Chris Adams on tomorrow, and we're gonna get Big Papa Sherrod Steve. You know what I'm saying? His first appearance as a dad back on the show, man. But this ain't it. This ain't it. 1-4. 2 is gonna come to London, play behind his line. I'm not even excited, bro. I flew all the way across the pond, bro. I can't even be as excited as I want to be.
They just listen. I said a couple of weeks ago, I'm gonna say it on the preview episode. Don't embarrass me. Don't come to London and embarrass me again. Because this time I'm gonna be in that press conference. I'm gonna be like, yo, really guys? Like, did you really find this way to do this to embarrass me? So yeah.
Go Time Dolphins signing out.